The only people who will never let you down are your parents. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Never brag about your success or tell people your plans, as your friends today may become your worst enemies tomorrow. Don't hold on to the person who is leaving, otherwise you won't be able to meet the person who is coming. Kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. No one in this world will stand up for you the way your parents do. You will never regret your silence. The walls you build to keep things out are also keeping things in. There is nothing more important to true growth than realizing that you are not the voice of the mind. You are the one who hears it. The person who cares less has the most power in a relationship. The ego is not a bad thing, and sometimes we need it in order to achieve our aims and feel vitality. However, the ego is just a tool. We shouldn't let it control us. There are times when you see someone for the last time and don't even realize it. Watch out. You'll never know the true value of the moment until it becomes a memory. Chasing the opposite sex and having temporary relationships, which mean nothing but sex, is pointless. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your social circle, the fewer problems you have. Never sacrifice your progress for a friend. They might not do the same if the tables were turned. There will always be someone who is better than you in something. You have to accept that fact and learn from them. That's something that will help you grow. Never expect too much. The more you expect, the more it's going to hurt when it doesn't meet your expectations. The world will not treat you better just because you're a good person. Once you realize your value, you will be greatly surprised at what you used to settle for. The world doesn't care about your potential. It cares about what you've done. Betrayal never comes from your enemies. You might regret your speech, but you'll never regret your silence. People only want to hear the good, not the bad. So if you have issues, it'll be hard to find people to confide in. When you laugh, people laugh with you. When you cry alone. Embrace judgment. No matter your outcome, you'll always be judged. So don't live to impress others. Live to impress yourself. The hardest part is at the beginning of the journey. The rocket loses 90% of its fuel during takeoff. Learn to let go, even if you are right. No one has the answer. You're going to spend a lot of time figuring things out. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is a part of getting over. Worry is the ultimate bully. It takes everything and gives nothing. A moment of patience in a moment of anger saves from 1,000 minutes of regret. Life is a boxing game. Defeat is not declared when you fall down. It is declared when you refuse to get up. If people took back the pain they caused you, you'd lose the strength you gained. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. If something bothers you, change it. If it is beyond your control, learn to live with it. Accept it. Change yourself. That is the only thing you can influence. No work is beneath you. The only thing that should be beneath you is your big ego. Work hard in silence and show your skills at the job you get, rather than criticizing the job. It is indeed very hard to move on, but once you do, you'll realize it was your best decision sometimes. When you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried. Actually, you've been planted. You can always earn money. It's not a big deal. Your world is not going to end because you don't have a fixed income. Something else will work out. When you get up in the morning, remember what you promised yourself at night. No matter how hard you work, you can't have everything you want. Eventually, most of us end up settling in some part of our life. Never make a promise you can't keep. Most people stay in the same place for a reason. The things they hold dear are the anchors that hold them in place. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things are simply none of your business. Focus on the issues that affect you directly. You will be much happier that way. To have what you never had, you have to do what you never did. Owning your truth can be hard, but not nearly as hard as spending your life running away from it. Stop letting other people take advantage of you. Learn to say no and understand your rights. Rejection is important for self-development. People will say almost anything when they're happy. Be wise and careful of this one. Many of the people you told your secret to have already told it to others. Stop trying to make everyone love you. You need enemies to succeed. What people say when they are angry aren't things they mean. They regret it often. Forgive angry people. It's okay. They are only human. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. If our lives are already written, don't let others change the script. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Never say anything about someone to someone else that you wouldn't say to that person in person. Love yourself first. Because that's who you'll be spending the rest of your life with. Never be too honest with people. You never know how they will use your sincerity against you. The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. Loneliness is not the absence of others, but the loss of oneself. Sometimes we create pain for ourselves through expectations. The happiest people I know are evaluating and improving themselves. The unhappy people are usually evaluating and judging others. To become someone you've never been, you have to do things you've never done. Learn how to heal without taking out your anger on anyone. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. Life is like an elevator on your way up. Sometimes you have to stop and let some people off. If someone tells you you can't, they're showing you their limits, not yours. If you live for people's acceptance, you will die from their rejection. We fall, we break, we fail. But then we stand up, we heal, we overcome. The value of time will become clear when it passes. Please use it wisely if you don't let go of the wrong people. You will never meet the right people. If you don't spend time on your health, you will spend time on your illness. When the past comes knocking, don't answer. It has nothing new to tell you if you don't fight for what you want. You will cry for what you have lost. I may give up, but I will never give up. Don't give up. Don't think bad about the future because we will never know. Thank you for watching the entire video. If this video is good, please leave comment number 1.